around Studio 6. If you're still looking for an idea for dinner tonight, we've got the perfect one. It's from the Joel Palmer House. This recipe for a delicious beef stroganoff is coming right up.
But hey, first, the Joel Palmer House has traveled all the way from Dayton, Oregon to the Studio 6 kitchen to share their recipe for beef stroganoff. Welcome back. It is beef stroganoff with a Polish, Chinese, Russian, now Pacific Northwest twist. Here to show us how to make it from the Joel Palmer House, we have Chef Chris Czarnecki. And the reason it has the twist is because it has rice.
It has a little rice, which is the traditional Russian style. A little Polish because of the porcini mushrooms.
Yeah.
And the secret ingredient, giving it the Chinese twist, is the Chinese oyster sauce.
Aha!
That's
mystery
right.
solved. Yeah, and usually people use, like, what, noodles instead of rice?
Noodles, I've heard pickles, you know, some of the craziest things. But this definitely isn't your mom's hamburger helper.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
In fact, what we're doing is we're starting with possibly the best cut of meat you can, just the tenderloin.
And that's what people should buy in this
think
case?
so. It's got a little less flavor, less fat, which is what you want. A little too much fat in this dish, it's going to get runny real fast.
Yeah.
But the beef tenderloin, when done properly, is going to give you nice tenderness. The way we do it at the restaurant is that we'll actually slice it into bite-sized pieces after it's given a little char on the pan.
Okay, and that's what we're doing right now.
That's right. We're getting a little char in the pan. The recipe calls for the onion, the garlic, mushrooms, Chinese oyster sauce, which you can find in most supermarkets.
Okay.
The chicken stock and the beef stock. So when you get all those things together in the pot, what you're going to do is reduce those down. Now, this has been reducing for a while.
Oh, so we've already done that. Okay.
Already gotten that out of the way. The other thing we've gotten out of the way is making the rice.
Which most people know how to make.
Pretty straightforward. I like to hook ours up with a little garlic and onion also.
Okay.
A little salt. You don't want your rice to be under-seasoned.
And what kind of rice is that?
I use long grain. Keep it simple.
Okay.
But there's also a little thyme and bell pepper in there as well.
Yeah, it looks good.
It creates a nice base, a nice vehicle for all those other flavors.
Okay.
The pasta is nice as well. If you prefer, I'd go with something like a pappardelle.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, I prefer the rice.
Yeah, and you said you're known for mushrooms in Oregon. You actually have like a 5-course mushroom meal I saw that you can get at your
Christopher's
restaurant.
Mushroom Madness menu.
Oh, Mushroom
That's
Madness.
Right. That's right. And no, not those kind of mushrooms.
I was wondering
just
with the madness.
in case the censors are listening.
Yes,
no, it's
right.
every course is wild mushrooms and mushrooms from the Northwest. So it depends on the season. So obviously right now we've got morels coming on, but also we've got porcini throughout most of the year because we go out and we get them in bulk. We bring them in, we dry them, we duxelle them, we
You're
freeze
out there doing the...
We get mushrooms all year round so that we've got them at the restaurant
And again,
round.
I mentioned you guys are in Dayton,
That's right.
so kind of a drive up here, but...
About 45 minutes with traffic. Today was a piece of cake. I got to the studio early, unfortunately.
Well, we
got to hang out.
We did get to hang out,
I know.
I
We had a little Pinot ahead of time. Don't tell anybody.
I know. Well, that's the other thing. You guys have your own wine as well.
Well, we don't make it. We just help a little bit with the winemaking process. No, it's made for us by Mark Huff of Stag Hollow Winery in the Yamhill Carlton district of the Willamette Valley. I've been a huge fan of his for a long time, and big part of the reason why we moved to Oregon was the Pinot Noir. And Pinot Noir mushrooms are just a match made in heaven.
I think Pinot Noir and anything is a match made in heaven, but that's just me. So how's our meat looking right now?
It's getting there. What we want to do in an ideal situation is give it a couple minutes on both sides. So we're going to just kind of hasten the process a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it a little on the
I got the meat nice and hot, or the pan nice and hot before we got started, so now we got to play it safe. But what we're going to do is we're going to give it the old television hurry up.
Let's do that, yeah.
So now, that's the kind of color you're going to be looking for.
Okay.
Both sides, so it's cooked all the way through. And I like it medium rare.
I do, well, yeah. I like the rarer the better, actually.
A lot of times you're going to see beef stroganoff done at restaurants well done because it's the scrap, it's the stuff that they don't want to use, it's the leftovers.
Not at the Joel Palmer House.
Not at the Joel Palmer House, no.
Okay, so we're putting a little bit of wine in there.
A little wine.
This is called
Yeah,
deglazing? Is that
we deglaze the pan just a little bit.
Ooh, that really smells like wine. That was kind of nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to lend a nice flavor to the sauce. But we're going to scrape up those brown bits, that caramelization that's going on in the pan.
And then are we putting something back in here?
Goodness. We sure are, yeah. What I've got is the reduction of the sauce.
Okay. Sauce with all the mushrooms.
All the chopped mushrooms and the garlic and the onion.
And what's that right there?
This is heavy cream.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
I like heavy cream.
We've never been accused of being a diet restaurant.
Yeah.
Plenty of butter, onion, the foundation of any great recipe.
I need to go check you out.
Oh, yeah.
And how much are you put 2 cups?
Yes, for this particular recipe. And actually, the thing is, the recipe that's online, it's going to make plenty of sauce.
Yeah. How much would this serve?
Oh, 8 people.
Oh, okay,
or
8
more.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to fire up the stove as high as we can get it, because at this point, what we really want to do is get this mixture to a simmer, so that we can thicken it. What we're going to do is just make a simple cornstarch slurry, about equal parts cornstarch and water.
Okay.
And once this comes to a simmer, add the cornstarch, and you're going to actually over-thicken it just a little bit.
Okay.
Because then what's going to happen is you're going to add the sour cream.
Ah, I love sour cream.
Again,
yes, so that's the full
fat
fatty kind, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Is there any other kind?
No, I don't think so, no. And so how long will this take then?
Well, you know, from the longest part of making this dish is actually going to be reducing the stalks with the onions and the garlic. See, we're at a simmer already because I had preheated the cream a little bit.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is just hook that up a little bit.
Looks good.
Getting there.
I want to get to the sour cream.
Thing to remember, whenever you add the cornstarch slurry, you always want to make sure you bring it back to a boil.
Okay. And it looks like it's getting there.
Getting pretty tight pretty quick.
You have some events coming up that you're involved with at the restaurant.
We do. We got 3 awesome events coming up this weekend. In fact, on Saturday, there is a tasting at Anime Winery. It's the Yamhill Carlton District. All the wineries from there are going to be represented.
And you're going to be a restaurant out there
We're going to be one
food?
of the restaurants serving food there. On Sunday in Newburgh is the Newburgh Educational Foundation. It's a great charity event where lots of food and wine to be served.
Yeah.
And on Monday, of course, is Taste of the Nation here in Portland.
Nice. Lots of events going on.
I'm kind of busy. Thankfully, I've got a rocking crew at the restaurant. I don't have to do it all myself.
Right. And hey, while you're doing that, I want to remind our viewers, if they missed any of the steps for this recipe, you can always go to our website, KOINstudio6.com, and check out the video as well. Or call our hotline, 503-464-0861, and we will send you the recipe in the mail. And you're putting the sour cream in right now, my favorite part of beef stroganoff. And it looks like it's almost done.
It's almost done. Really, all you got to do now is slice the meat.
So we have to slice it here.
Would you put the rice on the...
I can do that.
Yeah, you can put the rice.
In the bowl?
In the bowl, there you go.
I can do that. I'll probably mess up anything else. How much do we want here?
Well, how hungry are you?
I'm hungry.
All right,
got cheesecake and beer too, so you know we gotta pace ourselves here. All right, and then you would just looks like slice up the meat and then pour it over.
You got it.
We gotta look at the finished dish over there and enjoy it with some red wine. So, Chef Chris, thanks so much for coming on, and thanks for driving too, making the drive. This is fun stuff, and it's good. Not your normal beef stroganoff.
Not in the least.
Not in the least. Okay, Jake, what's coming up next?